How's it going, everyone? Chris here, back again with another Modern Warfare 3 weapon guide episode. This time round we're sticking with the sniper rifles for the time being, and we're going to take a look at the MSR. In real life, the MSR is manufactured by Remington, and the acronym stands for Modular Sniper Rifle. As you can see by the picture, the rifle is one sweet piece of engineering, and it's got some really nice design features. One of those obvious features is the folding stock with numerous adjustment dials, which allows the operator to set up the rifle to their exact preference. In Modern Warfare 3, the MSR is the second bolt-action sniper rifle you unlock, and it's the later unlock out of the two, the MSR and the L118A at level 66. So it's definitely one you'll want to save a prestige token for if you're into your sniping, as it's arguably the best sniper rifle in the game. So like I mentioned in the last episode for the L118A, this is where we would usually take a look at the damage figures, the iron sights and the spread, but being a bolt action sniper rifle, the damage figures are all pretty much the same. They do 98 damage, and those multipliers allow for a one-shot kill anywhere on the body with the exception of the limbs. Being a bolt action sniper rifle means that you're only shooting one shot at a time, so there's no spread as such. And there's no iron sights on the sniper rifles because we have the default attached scope as opposed to any iron sights before you attach an optic. So in that case, let's move on to some detailed statistics of the MSR. As I mentioned, it's a bolt action rifle. Like with all sniper rifles, we've got that 0.40 aiming speed, which is pretty slow, but we can remedy this with quick draw in the perk setup. Unlike the L118A, the MSR has a slightly faster rate of fire at 66 rounds per minute. This is the fastest out of the two bolt-action rifles, but is very slow in comparison to the semi-autos. Another contrast to the L118A is its reload time. It's actually the fastest reloading sniper rifle out of the category at 2.27 seconds. And this is a really good job because the magazine size is very small at 5 rounds, which can be remedied slightly with extended mags bumping that up to 7 rounds. So out of the two bolt-action sniper rifles, we've got the choice of the L118A or the MSR, and like we mentioned in the L118A guide, there's not really any reason to choose the L118A over the MSR, with the exception in that the L118A is unlocked a lot earlier. Comparing it to the semi-autos, you are at a disadvantage in that you don't have that semi-automatic fire mode. You're only capable of firing one shot at a time while you cycle that bolt. But the MSR does have another advantage over the semi-autos in that the run speed is a lot faster. With weapons like the Barrett, you're at a disadvantage in that your run speed is much slower. Out of all the sniper rifles though, the MSR is definitely my favourite. I'm personally not a fan of the semi-autos, and out of the two bolt actions it's definitely a clear winner in both looks and statistics. So let's finish off this guide with my look at some recommendations of attachments for your MSR in Modern Warfare 3. That small magazine size is probably one of the main disadvantages to the MSR, so we can try and remedy this slightly with the help of extended mags just to bump that magazine size up to 7 rounds. Extended mags is probably my attachment of choice, but if you want to mix things up a bit and try something new, then maybe you'd like to try the Acog Scope. The Acog Scope reduces that zoom level dramatically, but you're also inhibiting your ability to hold your breath. So it really makes the rifle more of a close range weapon. Conversely, if you want to make the weapon more of a long range weapon, you might want to consider the variable zoom scope. The variable zoom scope gives you those 3 different zoom levels, 2.8, 4.8 and 9 times zoom. 4.8 is pretty much the default zoom level of the scope anyway. 2.8 times zoom can be pretty handy in making the weapon easier to use at close ranges, but I think 9 times zoom is a bit overkill in Call of Duty. None of the maps really are that large in that there's any long lines of sight that you can use the 9 times zoom level of magnification for. Otherwise, don't forget to check out my sniper class setup recommendation to know what perks and proficiencies I'd recommend when using the MSR. The MSR was obviously the weapon I featured in that particular class setup. So that's about it for my guide to the MSR in Modern Warfare 3. If you enjoyed this episode or learned anything new, please drop me a thumbs up to help share the video with others and give my videos overall more widespread exposure. If you've stumbled across this video through YouTube search, don't forget to subscribe, stick around for plenty more of these Modern Warfare 3 weapon guides. Let me know on Twitter if there's any other weapons from the sniper rifle category you'd like me to take a look at in these weapon guides. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.